Hello, 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 welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, let's go right into it, I guess. One thing that's weird, let me quickly check. Okay, no. Microphone should be the correct one. Perfect. One thing before we go back again to, or continue with the CPU side, I think I noticed something which is in my texture serializer, which I'm doing wrong. Let's first build and see how the terrain looks. Huh. Is that always? Did I break it? No. Okay. Oh yeah, I can remember what I did. We go back. Render terrain shader. I think I added yeah, a tint to the terrain. Let's remove that. Then let's go to tone map. Change that to 2.0. That should be way brighter now, yeah. And then I think I need for this to look correct, which is what I didn't do yet. And I only noticed it well, yesterday or something like that when I wasn't streaming. Texture serializer. I think we have to do something unfortunately a little bit ugly. Which is if the meta.path we do a little hacky check. Contains albedo, which I think it does. Or is it just okay? It's base color. So I guess we do that. If it contains base color, we need to make that smarter, of course. But if it contains base color, and if that is not string view and pos, then we basically found it. And then storage props format. I can't type anymore because I did a little bit too much with Visual Studio today. And then we do RGBA or sRGB. I don't think it's sRGB. Or is it maybe sRGB? It might be. The question is that handled? Nobody knows. I guess we will find out the hard way. Why is YouTube so far behind? It's weird. Oh yeah, that looks way better. That's the same texture, right? But it just looks 10 times better. Alright. That improved it a lot. So it was really that, which is amazing. So if we revert that again, I can see the difference. But yeah, that makes the terrain look 10 times better now. Because this is how it looked before, and it's pretty washed out. And then let's bring that back again, what we had. Well, what we now fixed. Well, fixed in semicolon, or in quotes, because it's a little bit hacky how we fixed it, but nonetheless, that's a good find. Yeah, that looks 10 times, like, I mean, that's like night and day. That looks so much better. Okay. I mean, this we still need to address, but let's see how the sunset looks. But yeah, that's a big improvement. Come on, son. Yeah, there we are. Oh yeah, that looks... That looks so much better. It's actually insane how big the difference is. Okay, cool. So that's now working as well. Nice. Okay, let's get back to the well, I will put a big block of to do. Fix texture serializer for different formats. Yeah, and I will put down a note for myself that I will look at that before shipping the version. All right. That being said, let's get back here and let's get back here. And I think what I would want to do is change this to probably an in-place function of SDF sampler, maybe? Oh wait, okay, now let's do vector 3f, maybe 4f, maybe still. And then we get a vector 3f as an input. That stays the same. That should... Oh, where? F32. Yeah, exactly like that. Then we go not in here, I guess. Okay. Oh, where? Oh, that should have worked. Oh, but then yeah, the SDF shape. Yeah. Needs to have that as well. Wait, why do I have that here? Oh, because it's the Jord SDF shape. Yeah, okay, I remember. No, not quite. SDF function. Okay, I think that should do it. And I think that should stir. Yeah, I guess we can move it in. That's fine. I think that's pretty much fine as is. That should hopefully still build and everything. I think that should be supported like that. That hierarchy of how it's called. Yeah, that still works. Perfect. The only difference is I can now give it here an object with it. And I think I will do the terrain, or probably the generation component. Volume graph. Isn't that it? Yeah. Like that, I think. And then I can give it the volume graph here. Then we go up. Well, technically I get an asset handle here, but hey Penguin, welcome, welcome. The question is, will that ever be true? Because we had the issue with another thing, but yeah. Is that not valid anymore? SDF function. Do I not have that somewhere exposed? Yeah, I guess it could be an in-place function of vector 4, vector 3. No Viber. Is it that I need to make it bigger? Or do I need to make it explicit? forget how it was. I thought that works. Because can't I do this? Terrain entity. Yeah, so that works. That's probably the size that's too big. So that would work, maybe unused. But I can't really... Can't give you really a full-blown generation component, I think. So how big is that? That's 112. That's definitely too big. Okay. The volume graph, the asset handle, it's probably very small, I would guess. Oh, but it's too... Okay, it's 56. How big is my volume graph? 280. Nah, that's too much. It's too much for a volume graph entity. I mean, I guess we could make it 64. And then make the SDF function bigger. I'm wondering... It would be nice if that was defined in one place instead of in multiple. Well, and then it would fit again, right? So if we do this... Well, I guess we can. Like that. Because I don't think I can take generation component. Oh no, I need to actually cache the volume graph at all. Otherwise it's too big. Yeah. Why would that not work? Okay, I mean that would work, right? Can I... Why does it... it would need to be... Well, it can be constant. We are not changing anything here. So that's fine. It can anyways be const. Yeah, and then let's do it like that. For now, it probably is not the best, but it at least gives us probably the best freedom here. And then is this SDF functor here? I think. Probably an SDF move would be appropriate here. Whatever. Let's see if that still works now. That's the biggest question that I would have. So this works, okay. Oh, the terrain looks so much better now. So much better. Oh, that actually worked. Okay. That actually worked. Okay. So that would work. Probably do a STD move here. But yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure if I don't want to do it even more slightly more different. Because I'm wondering, couldn't I currently the SDF collider lives inside physics, right? Which is fine. But we might be able to do a volume or like a terrain collider. And then we can do a couple of things a little better maybe. But for now that's good enough. For now that's probably fine. Okay, so we have the plane and the sphere done, right? So let's try to do the other boxes, like SDF box. No. Sphere? Node? Okay, yeah. Box node? Or cube node? Ah, it's cube. Do I want to keep it core? Like, I'm not sure if cube or box makes more sense. But I think, yeah, that's old. Okay. Not sure what makes more sense, if cube or box makes more sense. But let's try to implement them, at least on the CPP side. The shader side is, yeah, probably a little bit busted, while we need them on both sides anyways. So I get rid of that. Then let's open a V-split here and open the sphere node on the other side. So first of all, the header I think I can do out of the box. Well, out of my memory, let's put it that way. So this is SDF sampler. Include, of course, volume source SDF sampler here. I'm really confused why why YouTube is so much slower and like it's like at least almost half a minute behind, if not more. It's kind of weird. But I think I already set it to like almost no latency. Just very weird. Okay. Then we go up here. We basically copy that. Well, do we copy that? Maybe not. Maybe it makes no sense to do that. Well, we can copy this part here. And then, yeah, that part. Okay. Then we go here. Cube variable name, sample variable name. Don't need the UV, right? Well, we need it, but not for now. Then this would be our out variable. This is pretty much the same, I think, at least. The float for get is as well the same. Then this is different, right? So we basically put that here. We put here cube. And that should do that. That should be the cube in theory working. Of course, that's just a theory. And then let's do the SDF ellipsoid as well, while we are at it. One out, one out. And again, volume. Yeah, that actually reminds me I need to copy my config over to my work machine again. I got a new work machine and I had a rider, the IntelliJ IDE, configured the same or like very similar to what I have in Vim from the keybinds perspective. And I think that would make a lot of sense again. Because I am not fat fingering, but changing a lot between one version of the other, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Okay, well, that doesn't even exist. Perfect. Oh, we don't have a I don't think I have an ellipsoid implemented on CPP. Which I guess we would need. So now let's do a sphere. I know it's not correct, but let's do a sphere. Or like radii, I guess. And then that would be radii dot. Let's do. It doesn't really matter, right? Oh no. Implement ellipsoid. Because on the shader side we do have it. And then it's really just bringing it over. Includes dot volume csg dot ellipsoid. Ellipsoid sampler, and then as well sampler out driver. And this is the same. It stays. Now we just bring over this part. Well, that was probably not correct. Okay, this looks... No. Now it's probably correct. Where ellipsoid. Okay. So far, so good. What we can do to test that, just have to add a couple of things, I think, to test that. So in sample terrain, I think what I need to do is basically add this here, where we need to do the tangent by tangent for the cube and the ellipsoid. I think what we could, for simpler, for the simpler version for now, do is, the question is, where do we have that still? Maybe, no, I don't think we have it here anymore, right? Yeah, we don't. Default terrain, maybe, but I think even there I removed it. Ah, not default terrain. The terrain. Well, we could probably find it in that version. Yeah, kinda. I think we could do something like that. For the... It's not this. So here the cube and ellipsoid I already do correct. Oh, that's, well, that's only half the truth. Sorry. Here. Load 3. That is out. Hit normal probably. blend sharpness, let's do 8 for now. Because why not? Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I think, yeah, we need the dither, or the axis. So let's do a U and axis index. For now, let's do it 0. And we probably take that. Do it like that for now. Out hit normer. And that's pretty much the same logic everywhere. Is it even out hit? Oh yeah, it is out hit. Ah yeah, because we fill it. Yeah, makes sense. Load 2. Yeah, we will clean that up with proper UVs, hopefully. But for now that's good enough. And we basically do the same thing as here. Or out hit UV, out hit UV DDX, out hit tangent, out hit. Oh, the plane normer. Well, that would just be the normer, right? Well, we don't need the plane normer. Just do the pi tangent here everywhere. Which is the blend data tangent. And I mean, you're technically the plane normer here. So it would be kind of this. Which is very ugly for now, but it's good enough, I think. And then this is where? This is out hit position. Times texture scale. So that should do it. Load 3. And this is out hit tangent. Plane normer. Then we can take that. Put that here. And just adjust, right? So here, that's Y. That stays the same. Ah, we might need the UV rotation. Maybe. Not quite sure if we need them or not, but whatever. That is X, Z. And then tangent is 1 here, 0 here. Plane normal is like that, and then we have that done. Take that here. Z. XY, XY, XY. Tangent is the same, but the plane normal flips. Again, I'm not 100% sure, and I wouldn't sell. I wouldn't consider this to be 100% valid, but it should give us at least something. Hopefully. Yeah. And I think what we can do as well, while we are at it, is here get UV, and we scale that based on the radius. Because then I think this again needs to be scaled by texture scale. And I think with that it should work. Let's see if we crash. We might. Well, I will delete the cache of the shaders just to be sure. And then let's see what happens. Okay, well, it didn't crash. I wouldn't say the sphere works. I'd say the sphere doesn't work. It looks worse than before. Not quite sure what happened there, but okay. So the sphere doesn't work, but let's see if the other stuff works. So if we take the volume shader graph and we open the one we have here, and we do a cube here, let's do 500. Well, 500 might be a little bit much. What's the sphere size? Okay, maybe not. Maybe it's fine. 500. 500. And let's save that. That is the first time I try as well to keep nodes in there that are not referenced anymore. Let's see if that works even. Test slang. Oh, the pack doesn't exist, right? So the sphere has exactly those packed things, which we need for the for the cube as well. However, we need a couple of functions here then, but fine. So we do this and or yeah, it's probably faster to do it like that. Okay, and then we do the same here. We take that. That is 0. Like that. Well, and then this is fine. Like that, and I think we need as well those two constructors here. So one is the position and half extends. And the other one is the pack. Okay, well, I mean, it wasn't really a test yet. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's fine. I can live with that. It's like the UVs are, or like, yeah, those UVs are wrong, but probably on the top as well, yeah. Makes sense. Something wrong, but on the sides it works. But I mean, it's a cube. It's fine. I can live with that. Probably something with the triplanar blend that I do wrong. And let's go to ellipsoid then and put in already the functions that we need. So go again, sphere dot slang. That in there. Ellipsoid. Thank you. Okay, and that, and we put that here. Oops. Oops. It's not what I wanted. That should do it for this as well. So I guess we can try that. So volume shader graph, open data, ellipsoid, make it 500, 250 and 500 or something like that. save that into our beautiful shader graph. And it will instantly work now, right? But I mean, that's a cube. That's unfortunate. Did I not save? Ellipsoid. Now we still have a plane here. Why would... Do I need to... Is it this again that it didn't reload the shader because the header changed and not the actual entry point? Yeah, it seems it is. But why did it generate that? Let's get rid of that. I don't trust that. Oh yeah, there it is. I mean... Is it an ellipsoid? Yeah, it does look like an ellipsoid, right? Yeah. It's like a flatter sphere, yeah. I think we should have maybe not made it. But those UVs, nah, they are swearing a little bit busted. But they look better than the cube. But probably, because we don't have the top. Yeah, we don't have the X. The two planes basically, they are very small. That's why they work. I'm wondering, can we quickly find out what it has? Sample terrain? Although maybe it's not worth it because we will not keep those three planars anyways. But I mean, we can quickly check. I don't know. Did I do something stupid? Probably. But hard to say. I mean, yeah, one of the axes is working, the other ones are not working. But it's probably not important for now. Investigate that. The out hit normal is set, right? Yeah. It's only UV, DDX tangent and bitangent that we need to set. Oh wait, the bitangent is the other way around. That might be it. Let's see if that fixes it. Maybe not. Not sure what I broke with the sphere. What did I break now? Test volume slime. That should work. Okay, it does work. But where the UVs are kinda weird. Doesn't really look like a tree planar that works. Ah well. But I will call it a day. I wanted to only do a short stream anyways today. But it's at least something. We got something done. We got 2 more volume nodes done, plus the CPU side, and I think the noise is the only remaining one, and then we can do a performance test. But the noise one is the most complicated one, well, because I need to port over the noise from the GPU to the CPU side so that we have the same. Oh yes, the sunset on my beautiful ellipsoid. Alright, but we fixed the texture as well, which is kind of nice. We finally made the terrain look good. So that's nice as well. We finally have a solid looking terrain texture. So that's a win. I need to look at the sphere, what's going on there. But that will be a future me problem. Well, not so future, but still. Yeah, I will get something to eat. And I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully for a little bit longer than today. But at work it's kind of busy currently, so I always have to do a lot there already. So motivation is a little bit low currently to do a stream then. But nonetheless, we are back on the weekend as well. Well, tomorrow and on the weekend, but Saturday probably late, if at all. Sunday for sure. And then Monday again as well for a stream, because I have now work on Monday. So yeah, thank you for joining, even though it was short. And yeah, take care everyone. Have a nice rest of your evening. And yeah, hopefully see some of you tomorrow. Some good progress. Short stream, but good progress. Bye bye.